Team challenge between teams Russia and Team USA. Here in the booth is Mikhail Kablakov, and along with me is Double J himself, Jeremy Jones, the vice captain for Team USA on the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Happy to be here.
Oh, the first game of the evening is 5 against 5.
5 on 5.
Yeah. The team match. I think we see the 5 guys on the US side involved.
Yeah, and then we'll have 5 matches tonight, including this team match, and then 4 additional.
We've got 2 singles and 2 doubles, I think, yeah.
And we're playing a race to 9 matches. So the best of 17.
Oh, here are the Russian guys.
Yeah, Billy Thorpe to break the balls.
Oh, watch that spin on the cue ball.
Yeah, and you'll see a little more of that because the new felt really magnifies that spin a lot. He's got a pretty successful break here, and he may cut the 2, but we all know back in America how great Billy banks the balls. So I wouldn't doubt if he takes this cross side just for a little easier position on the 3.
Well, that would be a daring shot for an opener.
Right. Well, daring kind of cutting this as well. I'm not sure the path of the cue ball unless he's maybe playing safe behind the 9 and the 8.
So Shane Van Boning looks pretty focused already.
Oh, yeah.
From the very beginning.
Yeah, well, Shane stays focused when it comes to playing pool. Probably nobody in the world practices more than Shane Van Boning.
Oh, here we have Ruslan Chinakov, as we call him here, and Ruslan Chinakov for the US audience.
Yeah, and probably the biggest gun that the Russians have.
Yeah, probably, because just maybe Fedor Gorst now has to take this role.
Yeah, I would say Ruslan and Fedor are definitely the top 2 players on their team. That would be what you would say as far as like on paper. Pretty nice effort there. He was just mainly trying to separate the 2 ball and the cue ball and the white ball.
That's a pretty easy kick.
Yeah, but he really wants some results here, so you'll probably see him kick softly here, just trying to lay the 2 ball behind the 8, and don't really see a path to really let the cue ball escape, or excuse me, the 2 ball escape.
As you guys might have noticed, the teams are on a shot clock here. So the first extension of the evening is taken by Team USA.
And he'll definitely kick to the bottom rail here, and he may kick with some speed, trying to get the 2 around the 8. Okay, that's going to leave...
at least the bank.
Yeah, and one that
pretty natural position.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit of a cut. He's got to cut it backwards a little bit to bank the ball, but now we're playing on... you can see a nice diamond table with brand new felt, so some of these banks aren't so easy to gauge. He played it with a speed, though, to where he wasn't going to leave much.
Yeah, that was kind of a 2-way shot the 9 ball is so famous about.
Right. I think he left him to where he can get at the 2, I think he can get in between the 6 and 9 and get at the 2. If he can get at the left side of it, that would be nice. Cut the 2 into the 5 and run the cue ball safe.
Yeah, sure. The 2 gonna travel just a little bit. Carrying off the 5.
Okay, he moved them both, and now he's going to have a little fortune here not to leave a gap on the 2 ball. And he's left to rail first. He doesn't have a straight look at the 2, but at this level, this is a pretty easy shot. Just going rail first, probably pretty mildly at the 2.
Just like that,
Ruslan is definitely one of the Russians that the Americans are very comfortable with as far as they've been around him a lot. He's been in America a lot the last probably 3 years. All these matches are a race to 5. And overall, again, best of 17 in the match scores. He's got to make a decision here, though. Is he coming 2 rails out, 1 rail back?
Very confident with his position play so far.
Yeah, Ruslan does it all well, but not really a weakness in his game, and not that I've seen.
Oh, he loves applying this English. Puts plenty of side on his cue ball.
It looks like Russia will take the opening game of the Dream Challenge.
So we have 1 on the scoreboard, 1 for Team Russia. So here they are: Shane Van Boning, Tyler Steyer, Skylar Woodward, and Mitch Ellerman.
Yeah, all a bunch of guys that are real comfortable with each other, known each other for a long time.
Well, I wonder who's next on Team USA.
Well, we can see Fedor taking the...
So we might even not know, I mean,
yeah,
as long
maybe
as
not.
Federer
Maybe not,
runs out, yeah.
Fedor now, what is he, 18? Is he 18?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's 18.
What a great player at 18.
Gonna turn 19 only in coming May, so he's the youngest of the Russian squad.
He got a ball down in the side. And it appears he has a... Well, I don't know. It's close
It looks
on
like
the 3.
it looks as a push out.
Yeah. He doesn't look too discouraged. It's a very difficult push out. Anytime the one's near a pocket and you don't... you have to push out to like a jump shot or a kick shot.
Push out called. And once again, this is the best of 17, and every match is a race to 5.
And he's going to push behind the 7.
Federer is very skilled with a shorty, with his jump stick, so there's no wonder he pushed to a jump shot. I mean, he makes the ball more times than he does not. Recently,
yeah. The players these days, the generation these days, it's almost like cell phone generation with the jump cue.
Yeah.
So efficient with the jump cue.
Well, to me, part of this just goes for the equipment, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
These jump cues are so lightweight now, some of them. Oh, you see a rare miss of a jump by Fedor Gorst, but he gets along with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Got away with it, sorry.
Yeah, he didn't leave Shane really anything offensively. But one thing about Shane, some label Shane as just a guy that breaks the ball so well, but he does every part of the game well. So he's going to cross corner this, it looks like. Try and play a 2-way if he doesn't make it. Try and leave it tough.
Comes short again, like Ruslan did.
Yeah, but he's left a cut here.
Well, it's interesting to have Shane Van Boning opposing Federer, because last 2 years, Dream Challenge, it was a hill, and Shane beat Federer in the final rack to take the trophy.
Yeah, last year's Dream Challenge went to the case match.
Don't worry, guys. We will cover the schedule for the day later on. I think as soon as the first point scored by whichever of the teams.
Gonna have a little work from the 8 to the 9. Other than that, he should stay in line pretty easily here. But Fedor just making a good run at the Kremlin Cup just here the last few days. I believe he got to the semifinal.
Well, he's been there before, actually. I mean, like 3 or maybe 4 years, I think 3 years ago. Once again, he lost in a semifinal.
Oh, that's quite a bit short there.
Back then, I think it was his best results
Oh, yeah.
as a pro here.
Well, he came to the Derby City Classic last year and got to the final of the 10-ball challenge, which was 16 of the greatest players in the world on the 10-foot table. But he's ended up way short here. So, and this is where the slick felt, the new felt, could get you. Meaning, you're trying to put inside English on this ball. Okay, nice shot.
And the English seem to grab pretty good.
Yeah, but he stayed pretty smooth with it too, so didn't get out of hand with the stroke.
So, smooth, nice, long draw shot here. I believe he's got enough angle to work with. And that's it. Comes a little bit short.
Yeah, but that's okay. He kind of made sure he wasn't drawn on top of the 9, so he had to cheat the pocket a little bit. Now it's a 2-0 lead early. And now Tyler Starr will try and get Team USA on the board.
Yeah, it's very interesting to get familiar with you guys from the USA. I'm not even sure that the American audience is quite familiar with maybe Shane McMean or Tyler Starr especially.
Yeah, Tyler.
Because I believe he's the youngest on the team, yeah?
Yeah, and him and Mitch both, I think, are the probably when you say them, even in America, not quite as familiar, but they are pretty familiar in America, the Americans. Shane probably a little bit more. Shane's played at a pretty high level in tournament play for a while. A nice successful break there. Now, not sure if he has a pocket for the 2. It's close. So Tyler immediately looking at the clock.
Yeah, I think this is the thing probably the captain taught him actually, because I don't think that he's used to like playing under such conditions.
Right.
Under the shot clock.
Absolutely. This will be a big sign on what's to come for Tyler here in the next few months as far as playing under the lights and playing under the shot clock. He's a little bit of a slower player overall.
Well, sometimes the players that are considered being slow, actually they are pretty good under the shot clock. I think well, one of the best examples is Johnny Archer.
Oh yeah.
Because like he's able to shoot very solid when playing fast. And actually, twice I think I was watching Johnny playing like the best game of his life under the shot clock.
Yeah, well, myself, I'm not the fastest player. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but
yeah, I second that. Yeah,
I've often enjoyed playing with the shot clock actually,
because it gives you some kind of rhythm.
Yeah, and I think that adds pressure, and I like the pressure. So
as long as you can adjust, so hopefully Tyler can adjust pretty fast here.
Yeah, he keeps looking at it a couple times, which is fine. He needs to be conscious of it.
Oh, he still has his extension if he needs.
Nice shot there.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice carom off the 6, pretty controlled one.
He's a little flat here, so he's going to have to add some speed on this 3 ball to get back for the 4. He can choose to elevate and dig on the cue ball with a low left English, or he can go with a top right English, kind of whichever he prefers.
He's shooting off the rail, so probably just to go in top is the best option for him.
Well, he punched it down the table 1 rail, and that's a nice shot. Very open table from here. Just come one rail straight up, getting a little bit of an angle on the 5. You don't have to come all the way down for the 6, so.
Yeah, the layout is pretty nice. The balls are adjacent to the corner pockets.
That's quite a bit short there.
Oh, here comes the cross side.
Yeah, he's definitely going to bank at it, but if you're going to err, you had to err a little long on that 5 ball, not short. But this is brand new felt, and the players, none of the players on either team got to play on the table prior, so they have to get used to it.
So far, 3 banks we have seen, they all came short.
Right. Well, what happens is when you get on new felt, you always anticipate the ball lengthening, so you'll make the bank a little shorter.
Well, the rail just doesn't grab the cue ball that good.
Right, doesn't turn it that much. Yeah.
Yeah, the side speed doesn't take.
And another great player from Russia here, Konstantin.
We say a left-handed shot. Konstantin Stepanov is very good. Like I think Ruslan and Konstantin are probably the best here in Russia playing opposite-handed.
Oh wow! It was nice to see him. I haven't seen him in some time. Really nice guy and great player.
So the audience is very enthusiastic about every ball that Konstantin makes.
Oh yeah! Wow!
He overruns the cue ball. Still the cut is on, but he needs to hold the whitey.
Yeah, he's got to avoid the side, right?
Or the corner, which is even more probable.
Took his extension here.
Looking very composed. Solid in his stance. And makes the cut. Well, probably some little signs of relief in Team Russia, because they are 3-0 up in our opening match. So now it is Maxim Dudanets, another Russian youngster, former junior player.
And he made a very successful break there.
Max is 20 years old.
Yeah, I never got to see him play until the Kremlin Cup. He played awfully well.
Well, twice he played the Junior Worlds. 9-ball, finished second and third.
Wow.
And last year he came up third at the European 9-ball championships at the adult level. So just he's already a pretty solid player.
Not too many problems here if he can just stay composed. Stay off the rail on the 2-ball. That way he can move the cue ball to the 3 easily. You'll see the 5s pretty close to the 3 on the opposite side. I would play probably for the corner here, but
yeah,
he
sure,
may
because
come up for
I
the
think
side.
the position zone is much bigger, and
Yeah, the position zone's bigger, and it's easy just to hold an angle to come 2 rails from the 5 to the 7, maybe 3 rails.
so you guys see that Max thinking is just the same as Jeremy's, because they are both pro players.
Well, whenever you stick to the corners and you keep it simple, it keeps you in line and keeps a nice flow going.
By the way, it was very nice to see you playing at the Kremlin Cup as well.
Yeah, I didn't play very well though. I felt got a little ill and didn't. I had my chances, but hopefully I'll be back. What a great event it was.
Do you play much back at home right now, like maybe pro tournaments or?
Yeah, I've been playing some, not as much this summer. I've been dealing with things with the Mosconi Cup and
What about Common International 9 ball in Norfolk?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I'll be there.
That's
for
great.
Sure.
So once again, the cue ball travels a little bit too far, but that's okay.
And that's twice coming down this way with the cue ball that has gone a little far, so I have to pay it. Oh, he's overcut that
Oh,
badly.
yeah.
And he kind of two-stroked it, Michael. Not as many strokes as he
Yeah,
normally
sure.
took before.
He rushed it.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's pressure.
Yeah. Now Skylar with a pretty easy 9 ball from a little distance.
We didn't get to see it, but the 9 ball is down, believe me. So finally, we've got to put this
America on
one
it. Yeah.
for Team USA. They seem to be very happy about this. So as long as you are vice captain for the team, do you know the reason these 5 guys were picked to start? Why Shane McMinn and Oscar Dominguez were left aside?
Well, we wanted to see a couple rookies in there in the 5-man teams, and I don't think it was neither here nor there on which ones. All the guys are going to play plenty of doubles and singles. So
Yeah, Oscar has been here last year. Was here last year. So now it's Mitchell Ellerman.
yeah, I didn't see anything down so far.
Well, the format is a wrecking with a wooden triangle.
Which I kind of like myself, but
Yes.
you get a
Me
lot of
too,
variance that
yeah.
way. Yeah.
I'm not very fond of the wrecking templates and magic wrecks, but I think we will have time to cover this later on.
Mm-hmm. Now he should just shave this 1 ball and put him underneath the 2. Pretty effective shot. It's a light shot, and he's got a stretch to do it, but I think that's about all he has. I mean, he could get a little creative doing some other things, but I think just barely shave the 1 here. Oh, wow. Okay. This may work out. That's going to give up a shot. He was trying to make the 1 off the 2, I believe, is what he was trying to do.
Because I don't think he was trying just to duck behind the 4.
No, he's trying to...
That was a pretty challenging safety.
Yeah, he was trying to knock the 1 off the rail off the 2. Okay, that one squeezed in.
Yeah, not the easiest start for Mitch, but he
got it
coped
down.
with this, yeah. Just playing over the 6.
And Mitch, we've always talked about Mitch back home as a high-powered player, a lot of offense. Okay, he's going to come out 2 rails, and that's got to go a little bit.
Oh, he's a left-hander, so he's okay here with his reach.
Should draw off the 7 and the 8. Oh,
overcuts the ball.
Yeah.
Leaves it easy. Sergey is believed to be one of the best sharpshooters in the game here in Russia.
Yeah,
So
he beat me in the Kremlin Cup.
In the past, actually, his playing style was like run and gun, so just no defense at all, just make it.
It'd be interesting to see if the 5 passes that 7. If it passes that 7, he should play short side on the 5. Otherwise, he could be flirting with a scratch here. Or is he going to bump it into position? So cueing a little bit off the rail here.
Yeah, and 6 to 7 might be a little bit challenging depending on where he leaves the cue ball here on this shot.
As long as he doesn't bump the 7 here, I think he'll be okay. Nice shot.
Yeah, now the position area is pretty open. Just bring the cue ball back.
Yeah, it's a little preference here if you want to come 1 rail up or if you want to swing the cue ball around the 9. Probably swing the cue ball around the 9.
I just go in 3 rails around.
Is he a little thin on this 7, maybe? Okay, got it down.
Sorry, guys, for some drawbacks in the camera work. I think we have a new guy here behind the camera, so just maybe he's used to focus more on players' emotions rather than on the action.
I'm sure
On the
he'll
table,
pick
yeah.
it up.
I think we'll have it fixed by the next match.
Now out to a 4-1 lead. It's a race to 5 in each match.
Yes, Russia is on the hill now. So we might have either Andrei Sarostan or Kristina Tkach next. Here in this match, I've just noticed the 2-ball being racked below, so I'll keep an eye on this one if it will be like this on every rack.
Right. Well, it was the first rack. I know that.
Because if it is, maybe it is sort of an agreement between the teams
Right.
to rack it this way.
That's pretty common a lot in the States playing
Really?
the 9-ball
Because I think
tournaments.
it was only the US Open 9-ball. Oh, it's Ruslan. It's Ruslan. Ruslan back at the table.
Yeah, they played 5 games, so it should be Ruslan.
Yeah.
And he pulled the cue ball out to the center a little bit more. Got a pretty open rack as well. He's got some work though. Got to get from the 3 to the 4, and then you can notice the 6 only goes in one pocket near the 2. It's gotten a little straight here on the 2-ball though. Okay, and I think he played for this side on the angle. I think he felt he couldn't get guaranteed to the other side, so better off just to play to where you can bring the cue ball back down table.
Ruslan Chinakov has got this kind of very long and smooth stroke. I've heard when he visits Derby City Classic, some American pool fans even come there just to watch him playing.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe straight pool where he spends enough time at the table. A little bump on the 6.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he can get by the 7 here without bumping it. If he can, he'll stay in the center of the table to shoot the 7 in the same pocket. Oh, going 3 rails. Perfect position. Nice low angle to come up towards the 8.
Well, let me say a little short of being perfect, but very, very good. Like maybe 10 out of 9.
Yeah, he'd rather have a little bit of an angle to come back up. So.
Or 9 out of 10.
Yeah, Ruslan taking the first game in this team match, and looks like he's going to take the last game as well.
Yeah, seal the deal. A very controlled position here. And it means we are done with the first match of the evening. I've been told that just let you hear the voices in the background. So I've been told that we're going to have a break over like 6 to 7 minutes. So please, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. I will ask it. I'll try to take care of it. Why you